All right, what's going on? It's me. All right, so this I got a big one for you here today. Listen to this. I saw 9/11 yesterday. It brought back memories of being in New York while the attacks happened. It was like, it's just trying to be some harrowing story with people that were stuck in the elevator, whatever. My question is, there's a whole bunch of people that were in the government at the time that are responsible, like Dick Cheney. Remember, it came out, the guy that was like going, President, there's this, they already hit the tower once or whatever, and the plane was coming. Does the order still stand? Well, apparently there was orders in, so obviously they knew about what was going down. And Dick Cheney was yelling to the guy, yes, have you heard anything different? Of course the order still stands. I mean, to me, it's like, what? There's still that evidence and there's no information on 9/11 as far as people that are in the government? There needs to have something go down with 9/11 with all this New World Order versus America court case that's coming. Or court cases, I should say. Because it's something that like set us into this direction, and it needs to be addressed immediately. I mean, what are these people still doing? You know what I mean? What's Dick Cheney doing right now? He's probably warming around Carlisle Group, doing something shady. It's not like they just got out of office and they're doing nothing. They're you know what I mean? He's doing something shady. But listen to this. NSA sincerely regrets deleting all Bush-era surveillance data it was ordered to preserve. There is a growing consensus among observers in Washington that the national security agencies have become completely politicized over the past 17 years and are now pursuing selfish agendas that actually endanger what remains of American democracy. As Philip Giraldi notes, up until recently it has been habitual to refer to such activity as the deep state, which is perhaps equivalent to the establishment that it includes financial services, the media, major foundations, and constituencies, as well as lobbying groups. But we are now witnessing an evolutionary process in which the national security regime is exercising power independently. So here's the old black cube of Saturn, or the NSA, which is another, a monolith, a black cube. Fair enough. Nowhere is that independence, they throw independence in quotes, of the state within a state more evident than in blatant and egregious news this week of the National Security Agency destroyed surveillance data it pledged to preserve in connection with pending lawsuits and apparently never took some of the steps it told a federal court it had taken to make sure that the information wasn't destroyed according to recent court filings. Listen to this. As Politico reports, the agency tells a federal judge that it is investigating and sincerely regrets its failure. Give me a break. What a crock of shit. Since 2007, the NSA has been under court orders to preserve data about certain of its surveillance efforts that came under legal attack following disclosures that President George W. Bush ordered warrantless wiretapping of international communications after the 2001 terrorist attacks on the U.S. In addition, the agency has made a series of representations in court over the years about how it is complying with its duties. So, come on, man. Are you serious? Listen to this crap. However, the NSA told U.S. District Court Judge Jeffrey White in a filing on Thursday night and another little notice submission last year that the agency did not preserve the content of internet communications intercepted between 2001 and 2007 under the program Bush ordered. So conveniently, they erased all the information of the Bush years. Oh, like the telemetry data of the moon? Give me a break already. To make matters worse, backup tapes that might have mitigated the failure were erased in 2009, 2011, and 2016, the NSA said. Oh man, isn't that convenient? The NSA sincerely regrets its failure to prevent the deletion of this data. Oh, talk about, we sincerely regret. Don't give me that lawyer talk. NSA's Deputy Director of Capabilities, identified publicly as Elizabeth B. Or she only is known as Elizabeth B. What are you talking about? NSA's Deputy Director of Capabilities, identified publicly as Elizabeth B. I mean, it sounds as shady as it is. Like, what do you mean identified publicly? Who is this Elizabeth B? Wrote in a declaration filed in October. She's only known as Elizabeth B. Give me a break. NSA senior management is fully aware of this failure, and the agency is committed to taking swift action to respond to the loss of this data. Oh, defiance of a court order can result in civil or criminal contempt charges, as well as sanctions against the party responsible. So far, no one involved appears to have asked White to impose any punishment or sanction on the NSA over the newly disclosed episodes, although the details of what happened are still emerging. It's really disappointing, said David Green, an attorney with the Electronic Frontier Foundation. Oh, that sounds suspect right there. Sounds CIA-ish. Well, yeah, I work for the Electronic Frontier Foundation. You know, EFF, which has been leading the prolonged litigation over the program in federal court in San Francisco. Red flags. The obligation's been in place for a really long time now. We had a major dust-up about a few years ago. This is definitely something that should have been found sooner. What do you mean found? What's found? Nothing's found. Word of the NSA's foul-up is emerging just as Congress has extended for 6 years the legal authority the agency uses for much of its surveillance work conducted through U.S. internet providers and tech firms. Can anybody say New World Order cover-ups? I mean, it seems like... how can you erase everything on all those years? Just the years that Bush was in office? Come on, man. Bush is... man, talk about all these people. There needs to be presidents, not even just behind bars, that are literally could be hung for treason. And I believe this is one of them. And also that Vice President Cheney. Anti-war activist Justin Raimondo believes that something like a civil war is coming, with the war party establishment fighting to defend its privileged global order, while many other Americans seek to return to normal nationhood with all that implies. If true, the next few years will see a major international... I threw the international in, sorry. If true, the next few years will see a major internal conflict that will determine what kind of country the United States will be. And that's where it ends, right there. And then you got this guy with shady glasses right there. Shady glasses. Is that unbelievable or what? Give me a break. All the years that Bush was in office, they just, we lost the telemetry data. We lost all the years that, all the info. You know? All that info. They did not. They have backup systems and redundant systems. I mean, literally, they probably did, but it seems like a CIA burn. You know? Instead of putting, the pictures and the files in the burn bag, they put an entire NSA years in the burn bag. Come on.